Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome back once again for the very first time to the Thoughts and Crap Show, where today, as per usual, it's your host Anjo here with part 122 of Final Fantasy IX, the PS1 version, here on Retro Classics. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Today, we are feeling it. We are vivacious. Because the guy, our main boy, the etymology, which etymology comes from the old French le vivre, which means life. Hence why Vivi is named Vivi, because he's contemplating life for most of the game and what it means to live. Part of that was bullshit. Let me know in the comments which parts of that I pulled out of my ass and which parts of that were true. Because parts of that were true. Parts of that were pulled out of my ass. How did I pull something partially out of my ass that was partially true? Well, in the same way that when you take a giant shit, that giant shit is comprised of all the yummy food that you put down your throats. It was once good. It was once truth. It was once full of life and nutrients, which I believe actually nutrient. I think that word origin also comes from a different, I think that's Greek, actually. The Greek word or Latin. It's a different language origin, I'm pretty sure, but I think it also means like life-giving, essentially. Hot damn, hot coffee hits the spot sometimes. But yeah, it's a different day. I got some sleep. I've been running around like a chicken. Running from what's his name? Colonel Sanders. There we go. Yeah. But only if his pants were filled with hamburger helper. See what I did there? I ruined a completely cohesive analogy. Beautiful. Yeah, I was also just reminded earlier today, some people don't understand metaphor or a lot of the literary styles. It's very helpful to actually like study that stuff just in general for writing, essentially. Like, no, this is not a scripted show, obviously, in case you guys have not been here long. If you guys have been here for a while, you're familiar with the content here on the show, you know, it's definitely not scripted. It's a whole lot of bullshit. It's like, honestly, there's very little difference between a traditional like Let's Play style and like a vlog kind of a thing. Like, it's off the cuff. It's chaotic. Like, I try to have like some consistency in the series that I do here, but they sometimes just... Oh wait, I should have put the rant time thing up. Whatever, fuck it, I don't care. I don't care. I don't give a fuck today. You know why? You know why? Because I'm quite literally tired of giving a fuck. Like, it's... I mean, it's a lot of different things, but I've just been very... It's been very hectic, you know? Like, it's just been like go, 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 like since I woke up. And that was like 5 hours ago. And it's just been like it's just been constant. Like, there's little glimmers every so often, you know? And like everybody has like a limit that they can be like pushed to or drive themselves towards, but it's up to the individual to mediate that in the capacity, essentially. It's like the thing in games that everybody hates, stamina management. Had to blow my nose there real quick, so made sure it was off and you guys couldn't hear it because it was gross and loud. I'm sure the input would have clipped anyway. But yeah, what was the other point? Oh, I can sum it up in 2 words. So those of you who hate stamina management in games like, I don't know, any FromSoft game, well, not any FromSoft game, like Armored Core, like Soulsborne, you know, any other game that has a heavy reliance on that kind of shit, pace yourself. Like, that's why a lot of people hate it, because like it's a metaphor, it's a meta commentary. Also, it is a metaphor. I kind of hate when people say like it's a meta commentary in the thing. Like, I was kind of using the term ironically. That is a metaphor, okay? And yes, the meta and metaphor is there for the same reason, because meta is a very old term. And yes, a lot of people are kind of using it sort of correctly. The origins are similar. But, when specifying things in language, it's important to use the right terminology. Especially nowadays, actually, since 1, context is more important than ever, and 2, these episodes are automatically dubbed into other languages. So, in case you guys didn't know, or in case you guys are just like the English-speaking audience, no, you may have never messed with that before. There's an option now for auto-dubbing, and I'm curious how well it will do with this episode, because like my pacing and everything is not like nearly as metered as it usually is. That's why I was like, hey, the pace yourself thing. Yeah, like it's usually the same group of people that don't like turn-based games like this or Final Fantasy Tactics, so they're probably not listening, so I feel like I can talk as much shit on them as I want. But a good turn-based game, or a good like game that relies on stamina management and shit like that, like Sekiro, beautiful. Armored Core 6, abso-fucking-lutely peak. Like, they're like, if I had it my way, I would probably only do Armored Core shit in this channel. But I don't know, maybe I'll make a separate channel just for that. It honestly is like kind of tempting, but I've thought about it before, because there are certain things I like to nerd out on that I realize are slightly out of style, for not because like they're old, but like outside of the style of this channel, which it is kind of just like a crapshoot and all kinds of different stuff. And yes, I guess I'll put up the fucking graphic. Where's the graphic? Hey Jimmy, where's the graphic? Actually, yeah, where did I put it? Wow, it got pushed up. Why is it not moving? Oh, there it goes. There we go. Haven't actually used this one for a while. To be real, guys, I kind of lost it for a while. I didn't... Like, it took me a while to find it in my list of stuff. Like, I was like, where the fuck did the rant time thing go? Yeah. Took a minute. But yeah, we're here in memoriam. Oh, what was the other thing I was... because I felt like I was getting to an important point. And then about my love for Sekiro and Armored Core 6, yeah. That was about stamina management, pushing yourself, pacing yourself. Oh, right. It's okay to push hard. But remember to breathe. Like, life can get pretty fucking hectic in general. And like, depending on how hard you're pushing yourself, like it's a lot like exercise, right? Which like, or strength training. You keep, like, it's okay to push it to the limit, but remember to breathe, remember to stay hydrated, remember to pace yourself, and you will get stronger. Like, and that applies to all kinds of things in life. Like, as long as you don't overdo it and take time for R&R, aka rest and relaxation, you'll be good. Like, it can feel overwhelming sometimes, but... and everyone's personal limits are different. So... internal... what's not internal... there's a word. Not internal reflection. Introspection. Meditation and learning yourself are very important. Like, and that's kind of what like games about like with like turn-based stuff or like stamina management as like a key component are kind of all about, like learning the limits, like learning the mechanics of how the pace goes. And like, it's not external. Like, knowing yourself is knowing how to be better and how to improve. So yeah, just... yeah, that's basically what it is. Like, just learn where where your limits are, and don't push yourself too hard. You know, don't push. It's okay to push hard, but like, learn where those limits are. You know, which is why a lot of games, when you fuck up the stamina management, you get fucked. Like, it's usually pretty punishing. But anyway. And there is a healthy, like, I think this is from Chappelle's show as well, like one of his like best quotes in my opinion. There is a healthy, and I know I've referenced this on the show before, but there is a healthy amount of fuck it in life. Like, if you care too much or try too much for too long a period of time, it's going to be bad, you know? It's like, I guess pushing yourself too hard is like, part of that metaphor would be akin to completely depleting your stamina, right? Being too meticulous for too long, caring too much for too long, I guess would be the equivalent of like only watching your stamina and like essentially running out of time or like failing because you couldn't relax and like see the whole picture, you know? And like, notice if you haven't like done that intentionally before, that's a fun one. And go to games where you've enjoyed or been curious about, and note where they put the stamina bar, if it's even visible. Like, some games intentionally don't show it to you for that reason, because they know this will be hella fucking distracting, because it is such an important thing. Or like, anyway, the other one was R&R, rest and relaxation. It's super important because, yeah, that would be akin to actually like stopping doing something for a bit, because like for most games with like stamina management systems, you don't get stamina back until you take a break. And that's real. That is really fucking real. Like, it's good to be tired at the end of the day and relax. Like, after you kick a lot of ass, like, look back, you know, and be like, wow, I did all that. Go me. And then, like, have a snack and some water and, like, get some sleep, you know, or whatever. Like, intentionally take it easy for a while. Because if you don't do that every so often, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be real bad. And like, I used to have a real problem with this. And fun little fact, that's actually one of the reasons I started doing this show. Because like, I have to sit down for like half an hour or an hour to like talk on a microphone and like do stuff. And usually if I'm not feeling okay, I can just like play the video game, not talk that much, and like, you know, just get some stuff done in a game, you know? Which I would do anyway if I could, you know? So like, it doesn't... But like, actually chilling out for a bit, it has always been a struggle for me, because I've always felt like... Well, anyway, it depends on person to person. Again, everyone's limits, like, know your own limits, know your personal... Like, get to know yourself a little bit better if you haven't done much introspection, and it goes a long way into not, like... To avoid feeling burnt out and hopeless and all this other shit. Like, it goes a long, long way. And also, just, like, appreciate yourself. Like, intentionally sometimes, like how people say, like, count your blessings, that's an old thing that's, like, very helpful and very true. But also, recognize your own hard work if you're having trouble slowing down sometimes. Or just, you know, like getting a little R&R. Anyway. I know you guys, I'll be sure to like title this episode something different or whatever. I don't know. Also, I don't know what this is about. Like, just to let you guys know, like, in one of the guides, in like 2 of the guides I found, they said Vivi's like next weapon is like in the room with the stairs, like pretty early in Memoria, I guess. And I was like, what? Dude, there's stairs in so many fucking places in this. Like, this place is like 90% stairs. But I do have to make this a shorter episode, so. Oh, this motherfucker? Oh, fuck, whoops. Was not intentional. Also, don't know what his deal is. Shit. Oh yeah, I should be stealing. Fuck. Well, that kind of sucks. I was hoping he'd go down before VV did, but whatever. Oh, I think this is where Zidane gets a weapon. Because for a while, I'm pretty sure I thought it was Zidane's ultimate weapon. I mean, it's probably dead, but maybe not. Okay, what the fuck is going on? Okay, so White Draw has... It's another one of those things everybody likes. Partially random. How much MP you get back? Like, there's a large random factor in it. Which is why sometimes it restores like a shitload and sometimes it's like 5. And this guy just has a bunch of physical defense, so... Oh, I should have tried White Draw again, fuck. Okay. Yep, there it is. So yeah, once upon a time I thought the tower was his ultimate weapon because defines a great thief, but it has the added status of mini, which is kind of cool. Because mini is fantastic, and a lot of enemies are immune to it. Eco does need... I'm probably just gonna fray a toss Eco at Ether. I'm not sure. Fuck. Okay. I do have to get going, guys. I mean, at least we're getting good experience here, but I do have to get going. So let's try white draw again. Well, yeah, I'll try white draw first and then toss her. Right? Yeah, 67, that's not bad. There he goes. Another Abaddon card, okay. Alright, anybody else? Nobody else needs healing, okay. Do that twice. What's everybody doing? Zidane's at 59 strength, Freya's at 53. Eco's up to 61 magic. Vivi's at 64. Okay. Yeah, it's like, dude, the room with the stairs. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna be getting another... I think there's a boss coming up, actually. We're probably... Yeah, I think we're gonna have to call it here. I don't think we're gonna get to a save point very soon, and I don't want to backtrack back to the save point. So, yeah, I guess we'll just have to end this episode on a save state. Okay. Well, folks, yeah, that's gonna do it for today. So next episode we'll make more progress, but I hope you guys enjoyed the rant time today, and hope you found it helpful or useful or any of that. I'm actually not sure on the thing earlier that I said vivacious. So let's see if we can actually get a word origin for vivacious. I think it does vivacity, right? Apparently, which goes back to the early 1600s. Vivacity originates around 1400 to 1450, late Middle English, derived from Latin. Stem of vivax, long-lived, lively, equivalent to vive, alive, vital. Okay. Formed from the Latin adjective vivax, meaning long-lived, vigorous, high-spirited. Vivax comes from the verb vivere, meaning to live. Other English descendants of vivere include survive, revive, victual, all of which came to life during the 15th century, and vivid and convivial, both of which surfaced around the same time as vivacious. Somewhat surprisingly, the word live is unrelated. It comes to us from the Old English word liben. Huh. So it's a Latin origin. But more recently than that, like Middle English. Okay. I could have sworn it was a French origin. It is not. Interesting. It's great to learn. Because knowledge is something. Anyway, thanks for being here, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Of course, before we get going, it's time for the outro. Special thanks, updates, all that jazz, and a very special thank you going out to the amazing people who helped make it possible, the current Arts and Crap Show members, which at the time of recording is Novalis Draconis, Aaron Schick, and 97 Johnny Boy. Thank y'all so very much for choosing to support the show a bit more directly via channel membership. It vastly helps out, very much appreciate it, and it is very much optional, so you guys are extra awesome for doing so. And if you want to be incredibly awesome like these amazing people and get in on all those membership benefits, check out that join button down below. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's no join button for you. That can happen for various reasons. There's also a link in the description, talks about becoming a channel member. That will do the same thing. AKA pull up the membership details. But long story short, membership tiers start at $3 a month. That's roughly 10 cents a day. Gets you into all the basic stuff, including getting to vote on the series that get made here on the channel via the Members' Choice Polls. It's a thing we do once a month for a full week over on the membership tab, and that is how all of the series get decided. So if you guys want to get in on that, we will have one coming up for November 2025. It's likely going to be the last week of the month, as it has been for the majority of 2025. And it's more than likely selecting a new retro classic series. Not the one to directly follow this one, but after the one that's following this one. Because the one after this is going to be a special one. It's Mega Man 7. It was for the 2,000 subscriber special, so it is going to be an ad-free series. Because, yeah, a while back we also hit the milestone of having 10 channel members concurrently. And I was like, cool, I want to do something special, and we just hit 2,000 subs, so yeah, do an ad-free series for you guys. And yeah, more channel members means less ads you'll see on the channel. But this is an approximation of future announcements from the past, so if you want all the announcements as they happen and the bell does not work for you, I got you. The bell does not work for me, but there are 4 other ways you can stay up to date. We have the post tab here on the channel, the Farts and Crap Show Twitter, the Bluesky, and the Discord. I always post on all four whenever there's an announcement, so regardless of which one of those works for you, you can stay up to date. And links for those are down in the description, also on the channel banner. But that is going to do it for today, so thank you all once again for being here, guys. Till next time, take care, and I hope you have yourself a brilliant day.